Hello folks, how are we doing? So to continue with testing, we're going to do the next section of testing for a bit of private study. And this next section is compatibility testing. So hopefully by now you've done your basic functionality testing or functional testing. If you haven't done that yet, look at the video and assignment brief online and do that. So compatibility testing is slightly different. We're checking that the site is compatible with other things, such as different hardware, different browsers. So we're going to do a minimum of 5 tests, and I'm going to quickly talk you through how to do them. You do need to read the assignment brief carefully. So there's a link on Google Classroom to the assignment brief, and it tells you here, compatibility testing, what the tests actually are, and it'll have a link there to this video as well. So let's get cracking on a bit of compatibility testing. So the first one I'm going to do is browser compatibility. So we're going to do 2 tests for browser compatibility. The first test will just be for me, because I use Chrome, will be to show that it works in Chrome, which is fairly straightforward. So you just make it obvious that it is Chrome that you're using. And you can tell it's Chrome because you've got, oopsie, all the Chrome little bits and pieces over the right-hand side. I'll try that again. So this identifies that it's Chrome. So make it obvious that you're using different browsers. So dead simple, take your screenshot and then pop it into your test plan. So I've already written up my tests, fairly straightforward really. So testing Google Chrome worked as expected. And the same as we did yesterday or last time, when you go to insert a new drawing, pop your screenshot in, caption it nicely, to make it clear which test you're doing. You'll notice I'm using test 1 because we restart the test numbers for each testing table. Okay, and then I'll do the same in another browser. The easiest way to do that is to open up in Chrome, whichever your default browser is, take a copy of the URL, and then open up another browser. For me, I'm just going to use Edge, but any other browser will do. Paste the URL in, and hopefully something will work in a minute. Just test that navigation's working. So give it a kick, obviously test it, check that it's actually working, and then as before, screenshot it and make it obvious which browser you have used, and do the same and pop that into your test evidence. So those are fairly straightforward, pretty common sense really. So you'd fill that in and you'd do another screenshot underneath here, which I'm not going to do, so you can do that. Compatibility with different screen resolutions. Now I need you to do 2 tests with different screen resolutions. Hopefully you've got 2 bits of equipment at home that you can test this on. If not, we'll come up with another way. I'm lucky enough to have a monitor and a laptop which I've tested on, and you'll see that I've put in here that I'm using 2 different screen resolutions, although I've done it completely wrong there. My second resolution is 1536.864. 1536 by 864. Oopsie, there we go. And the way I've done this is, firstly, I've tested my screen resolution by going to this site, which is whatismyscreenresolution.net, and it will tell you what your screen resolution is for whatever machine you're working on. So, as I say, I was lucky enough to have 2 machines that I can use. If not, let me know and we'll come up with a different way of doing it. So I've already put this evidence in. So I've done a screenshot of the evidence of what screen resolution is, and I've just taken a photo with my phone of the device I was using to show that it's working. I think that's the easiest way of doing it. And my second one is here. And you can see I've used the laptop this time. So again, evidence of what the screen resolution is and just a snap of that device that you're using. Simples in it. Right, so that's those two. So I'd fill those in. Work as expected. Okay, and then the last one is using a mobile device. I don't expect that the site will work completely in a mobile device, and we're not going to try and attempt to open it on a phone or a tablet or whatever. We're going to use a simulator. So this is how you do it. So here's my site. Right click, inspect. Once you're in the inspection window, you'll have this toggle button. Now I'm going to test mine on a tablet, so you can choose which device you want. So I'm just going to have an iPad. So I'd expect that my navigation should work. I'd expect that I should be able to submit things. Okay, that's working. I wouldn't expect that everything works perfectly, but you can sort of make some changes. So here, my text is a complete mess. So I'm really not happy with that. I would say that that is a failed test because the text isn't displaying well. So I put that in down here somewhere. I'll just pop it in for now and I'll do all the writing about it in a minute. And then I need to work out how to fix it. So if you can fix little things, again, that shows good technical skill, which is really important. So let's go back and have a look at what the problem is. So this is my hero text and a little physics there. So I can see it's in title tag H1. So if I have a look at title tag H1, it's quite nice, this inspect tab. It gives you all sorts of options to have a look at things. And here, H1, H2, I have a feeling that my line height is causing problems. If I take line height off, nice. So so that will just simulate what would happen if I took line height off. So now I'm going to Chrome and I'll take out my line height and refresh it. And then it works. So then I would do a little screenshot. Just go back in here. I'd show a screenshot of the code as it was, and then a screenshot of the code as I want it to be. And then I'd show that it then corrects itself. So I'd have a series of screenshots showing the resolution, the solving of the problem, I mean. So you're going to have at least 5 tests. I've shown you how to kind of do them all. If you've got a machine with a different operating system at home, please would you have a go at doing that test as well, to test that it works on a machine with a different operating system. So for this week, you're obviously doing your functional testing as part of your classwork. And as your weekend homework, I'd like you to complete your compatibility tests. As you can see, that took me, 7 minutes or whatever. So it should take you no more than kind of 15, 20 minutes to do that testing. And then next week, first lesson, we will do usability tests, and then you'll have a deadline for P5, and that will be P5 done. Keep doing what you're doing, folks. I'm really proud of everybody who's working hard. I know this is tricky. I know it's tough. I'm still working. Chris is still working. We can do this together, and I will hopefully see you guys soon.